This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome to Friday night on News Channel Nebraska's evening variety show called Quarantine Tonight. We've had a great week of music, a lot of variety. Yes. Hey, all three people in the audience, we're not anywhere near the 10 DHM limit, but we are celebrating tonight because we've gone from piano to Latin, country. Last night we had a great gospel show, and tonight we've got a treat for you that came to us from of all places, the state of Oklahoma and the Big 12. We'll dive into that here in just a moment. But we know that you have been enjoying the variety this week. We're interested to know, what is it that you want to see as we contemplate the next couple of weeks here on Quarantine Tonight? We're going to be asking you to send us your thoughts, share with us your ideas. We do track down every single lead. We call every single number that we can, and we do our best to entertain you with music from across the state, showcasing the talents. And our performer tonight, well, not a member of the Nebraska, doesn't have a Nebraska driver's license. He does have a lot of Nebraska in his blood, and you're going to find out later when his grandpa comes on stage, who is a performer in the state of Nebraska. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to thank our sponsors, the University of Nebraska Medical Center, Black Hills Energy, and a new health insurance option available to Nebraskans with 95,000 members. It's called Medica. We're going to get you all the details on our sponsors, our performer, and so much more. But as we start off this Friday, we do it as we do every program here on News Channel Nebraska with a prayer. Tonight we have Pastor David Kipp. He's with St. John's Lutheran Church in Pierce, Nebraska. Pastor, please please come up to the stage here. And first of all, thank you for doing this. Friday night duty during non-Lent is a lot to ask, but here you are. And,
we're excited.
And he's got a great story. Let's talk about this. So you recently retired from 22 years at a church in northern Indiana, a Lutheran church. What was the name of that church?
Trinity Lutheran Church and School in Crown Point, Indiana.
Okay, so he, and you might have to get up on that microphone a little bit. But,
sure.
So Crown Point, Indiana, he takes a... what do they call it, a visiting pastor job in St. John's Lutheran, but he's got a good reason to do it. Your son lives in Northeast Nebraska. He's married here. You married him at Our Savior Lutheran Church 10 years ago, and that's pretty nice when Grandpa can move right into the area, isn't it?
It's awesome. That's awesome.
Tell me about St. John's Lutheran in Pierce. How long you been there?
I have been there since January, and they are the coolest, family-oriented bunch of people, and they're putting up with the dry sense of humor that I have.
And they actually want you for another month now.
Another month now, so that's awesome. So it's a really neat town, and I've fallen in love with that congregation. My wife and I enjoy it, so it's pretty neat.
Well, we had the vicar the other day on from Pierce. I'm going to ask you the same question. How long does it take before you get to Pierce? When you get to Pierce, before you start wearing Blue Jay football swag?
Oh, 2 miles.
Oh, it's only 2 miles from you. Have they made you a Pierce Blue Jay fan yet?
I'm just becoming a Husker right now, so.
So one step at a time. Well, you haven't been in Pierce long enough. You haven't lived through the football season. Let's hope they play football this year. We're going to be talking a little bit about the pigskin tonight. Hey, this is a difficult time for a lot of people. We have people from across the state that are watching tonight. It can feel isolating. If you're worried about coronavirus, you've got pre-existing conditions, or you are mature in age, going to the supermarket is even a question sometimes. What's your message to people that can feel very isolated during this difficult time?
Well, you're not alone, because Jesus says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." And so when you hold on to the answer to all of this, it's Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the peace. That's the hope. That's the excitement and joy.
And so in visiting with the members of your church, and you run into that question and you share that, what do you hear back from members of the church? Are they like, "Thank you, Pastor. Will you please stop by tomorrow night?" Are they? I mean, people just love the human touch. You know, that's one of the things I've noticed. Like, one of the reasons I think I like doing this show is we don't allow anybody to appear by video conference. People like to see people in person. They like to see people talking to each other. And who would ever imagine that we'd find ourselves in a spot where we crave that? Because we had maybe a lot of it before that we didn't appreciate. But do you find the same thing? I mean, you're used to seeing a congregation full on Sundays.
Well, what's exciting at St. John's, we figured out how we could have worship, and everybody drives a car to the church.
Oh.
And they listen while I'm inside the church, and they're on the radio because it only covers a mile radius.
So now you're getting into the broadcasting business.
Yes. And so when I ask them, if you're a sinner, honk twice. You hear all this honking going on. That's pretty cool. It's pretty nice.
And if you want absolution, then you just run your wipers with the washer fluid.
That's right.
That's good.
No, they honk 3 times if they know they're forgiven, so that's good.
Well, is that add another honk or 3 more times?
3 more times.
Oh, gosh, you're good. Well, let's pray tonight.
Yes, let's do. Let's pray. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Let us indeed pray. Gracious Heavenly Father, by your Spirit, you have gathered us together in a different way and promised that wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, there you are in their midst. Do not allow the stress or disaster of the virus to distract us from the particular vocations into which you have called us all to serve in the church, in the home, and in the community. Continue to bless the work of all the government and medical workers who have put their own lives on the line to protect us. Be with all the farmers as the season for planting begins and those who are raising cattle. Grant them strength to carry out their work with safety. Dear Jesus, grant peace and hope to those who have lost jobs and those who are facing growing financial stresses. Bring back the opportunity for people to go back to work and help us to work together to rebuild the economy needed to get us, all of us, through this. You have said that your grace is sufficient for all our needs, and you have promised to be the strength of the weary, hope to those who fear, healer of the ill, the fullness of those disabled, and peace to all who are distressed. Help us to see the comfort that we do have in the power of the cross of Christ. O Holy Spirit, you have established a home and bless those to show us your love. Bless all mothers and the children in their care. Bless all individuals and families and make their homes places of blessing and love, where your word is spoken, where forgiveness rules, and where love is displayed. And Lord, help us to point people to the answer to this pandemic. The answer is God's grace, called Jesus, our COVID D3-in-1, which means Christ, our victorious Emmanuel defender, and our D3-in-1, deliverer, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And all God's people say, amen.
Wow, you are very good. We need more of you around here. I hope there's another Lutheran church that needs a visiting pastor within a couple miles of where you live.
There's a few of us. 5.
There's 5 visiting pastors. Oh, wow. Well, you know, we really have to fight to keep him because he's got another son. He's got 2 boys, right?
2 boys.
You've got one in Pierce, or Norfolk.
Right here. Yeah.
Right in Norfolk. We can't tell people where we're at, but in Norfolk, yes. And then the other one in Tampa.
Yes.
And
Tampa
you
area.
chose Northeast Nebraska.
Yep.
You like the cold.
I was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So you're not moving anywhere. Well, you kicked the Minnesota voice. I don't hear any Minnesota in your voice.
No,
You've been
I've
in
been
Indiana
Michigan
too
most of my
long.
life.
Michigan, okay. Well, hey, thank you so much. You are great, and you're welcome back anytime on this program.
Blessings.
Yes,
Blessings.
thank you very much. Look at that. Even takes his microphone with him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for our main event. We have a very fun entertainer tonight with Nebraska roots. His name is Luke Hupp. Luke is going to do a variety of country, some old country, some newer country, some rock. He's brought more than one guitar. And you're the first entertainer, Luke, to bring your Nebraska grandpa.
That's right. I had to.
Not many people bring their grandpa to play with them.
You know, we had to make it a show. So, you know, we thought hard about it, and we knew it was the right decision, so we did what we did.
All right, ladies, we have a lot to talk about with Mr. Hupp here on a lot of reasons. Not only is he an entertainer, and we're going to enjoy him tonight, but he grew up playing football in the state of Oklahoma.
No,
Kansas.
Yeah.
Kansas, I keep saying.
Ended up in Oklahoma.
We ended up in Oklahoma.
We retired in Oklahoma.
Yeah. At the ripe age of what?
Oh, shoot.
He went to
I can't
Oklahoma
even
State
remember.
University and played football, Division I football at Oklahoma State University. And you don't just get to play at a university like that without playing a lot of football. So you squeezed music in along the way.
Yeah, you know, music has always been there. It's always been something that's been near and dear to me, and you know, football was as well. And it was a dream I was fortunate enough to chase, and now we're chasing another one here with this old axe. So we'll see what happens. But
So let me tell you something. As a speech and debate student, you're like a double threat. Because if the football team didn't get all the girls, the guy that breaks out a guitar gets the rest.
Oh my goodness.
So you're leaving none on the table for the rest of the kids.
Oh, I don't know about that. You know, I picked it up when I was younger and just, you know, kept on chugging along, and we're just laying some foundation down right now.
So tell me about your show tonight. What do you want? About the music you've got here?
Oh my gosh, we're gonna play some new stuff. We're gonna play some old stuff. We're gonna play some stuff you haven't heard. So there's gonna be lots of different elements to it, and so make sure you stay tuned in to hear everything we got worked out for you.
And then this keyboard over here.
Yeah.
He was born into a musical family. I'm just going to cut to the chase. His dad is his grandpa is Bob Hupp. Your dad's name is Scott Hupp. Okay, grew up in Kansas, but your dad grew up in Norfolk.
Yep.
And although your dad and mom don't play music,
Right.
you can't have Hupp blood in your veins and not pick up an instrument at some point in your life.
That's right. Yeah, so we, you know, these guys have been around us, you know, since day one, and they've always been playing, and I got to be about age 11 or 12 and still had no instrument, and Dad went and bought the 6-string, and, you know, the rest is history from there.
We're going to meet Luke tonight. We're going to introduce him to you, and I think you're going to love him. We're going to tell you how you can get his music. He's going to sing some originals. You're watching Luke Hupp on Quarantine Tonight on News Channel Nebraska.
When you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw it on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Sitting in the front yard, sitting on a log, single shot of apple and a one-eyed dog. Yonder come a kinfolk in the moonlight, Louisiana Saturday night. When you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw it on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Well, my brother Bill and his other brother Jack, Betty full of beer and a possum in a sack. 15 kids in a front porch light, Louisiana Saturday night. When you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw it on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Let's go. When the kinfolk leave and the kids get fed, me and my woman gonna sneak off to bed. Have a little fun before we shut out the light, Louisiana Saturday night. When you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw it on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. When you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw it on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Well, it's a Nebraska quarantine tonight. Alrighty, hope y'all enjoyed that back home. We've been getting our weeks confused with this lockdown a little bit, but we're going to do a little Alabama for you. It's been a long week. It's been a long lockdown for a lot of us. So, for those of you that know the lyrics in between this chorus here, feel free to get loud and rowdy at home. Rolling down a backwood, a Tennessee byway. One arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. Sweet, soft southern feel. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better lying together with my Dixieland line. Spend my dollar, park in a holler neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon line. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland line. White-tailed buck deer munching on a clover, red-tailed hog sitting on a limb, chubby old groundhog croaking bullfrog, free as a spirit in the wind. Homegrown country girl gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, living in heaven on a Dixieland line. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon line. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland line. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon line. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland line. My Dixieland line. Alrighty, hope y'all enjoyed that one at home. This next one here, we're gonna kick it off. This one goes out to my good buddy Jim. Well, old uptown got his hustlers, ballroom got his slums. 42nd Street got Big Jim, a wagga, a pool shooting son of a gun. Big and dumb as a man can come, stronger than a country house. When the band folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss just because. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off of no Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, from South Alabama come a country boy looking for a man named Jim. Well, I'm a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy. Back home they call me Slim. Looking for the king of 42nd Street, driving a drop-top Cadillac. Well, I know it might sound funny, but it took all my money. I come to give my money back. Now everybody say, Jack, don't you know? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off of no Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room as Big Jimmy came in, a bobbing in off of the street. By the time he was done, the only cutting that was done was the sole on the big man's feet. Cut in 100 places, shot in a couple of more. You better believe they told a different story when the big man hit the floor. Now everybody say, Jack, don't you know? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger. You don't mess around with Slim. All righty, Jim, hope you enjoyed that one. Keep on turning, bring me home, see my kin, Lord, singing songs about the Southland. Miss Alabama, once again I thank you, sin. In Alabama, they love the governor. We outdid what we could do. Watergate doesn't bother me. No, does your conscience bother you? Now tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17, she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. Little things in life like when and where. Didn't have no internet, man, I never will forget where the moonlight shine upon her hair. We were trying different things, we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing sweet home Alabama all summer long. Sweet home Alabama all summer long. Where was London? Let's try this. Sweet home, Nebraska, where those Huskers lie. Sweet home, Nebraska, I don't know if those Hawkeyes will survive. Sweet home, Nebraska, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home, Nebraska, coming live from me to you. Stay tuned.
Wow. You're the first performer that could actually send it to a commercial break yourself in song. I mean, what do you need a host for? This is great.
There we go.
I think until the last two songs, everything you played was at my bachelor party 20 years ago.
Oh, man, holy cow.
You have a lot of fun, I bet. That's great.
We have fun. We have fun. And
So having played at Oklahoma State, you know where the bread's buttered in the state of Nebraska, and you even know to pick on Iowa now that we're in the Big Ten.
Got to. You know, I mean, I was around for that game against the Hawkeyes.
Oh, were you?
Year. So I felt y'all's pain a little bit for sure. So.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we've got Luke Hupp. He is playing for us, going to be here all night. He's going to be joined by his granddad, Bob Hupp, in just a little bit here on the show. I see coming up next, Waylon, Merle?
We got some Waylon. We got some old stuff. We got a lot of fun stuff for y'all. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll keep this thing rocking and rolling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching News Channel Nebraska. A quick reminder, we're going to give you a little update on our mailbag. We're not going to do it right now, but I do want to share that address. If you'd like to share with us your thoughts on the program, ideas, just maybe reflect on what you've seen, let us know who you'd like to have come back, send us a letter. We've got the address right here, 214 North 7th Street. That gets right to me. You can send it to Mike Flood, or you can send it to News Channel Nebraska, Norfolk, Nebraska 68701. I'm kind of out of focus there a little bit. Things are getting a little blurry on a Friday night. Not because of you.
Already,
not because of you,
already.
yeah. But we invite you to let us know what you think. This is the best address to do it at. And we'll get into our mailbag here in just a little bit and take care of business. Again, want to thank our sponsors, University of Nebraska Medical Center, Black Hills Energy, and a health insurance option called Medica. We'll be right back. Here's a look at news. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I'm your host, Mike Flood. And on News Channel Nebraska, we've been very fortunate to be entertained by the best talent in Nebraska and the region and the Midwest. We get comments all the time from viewers that are like, we had no idea there was this much talent in the area or in the state of Nebraska. And one of the things that you overlook in a pandemic like this is the impact it has on the creative class and the people that make a living and enjoy and get their energy out of performing for others. And Luke Hupp is here. He sings. He was planning a summer of gigs all over the Midwest, and everything just kind of comes to a screeching halt when you have something like this. Where were you set to go this summer?
Well, really, we're going all over the Midwest. You know, we had a lot of things lined up, and they're still, they're still probably going to happen. We're hoping that's still going to happen, and we're still keeping a good head about it. And all you can really do is just really consider the situation is a lot bigger than music and what everyone else has going on, and just kind of go with what people are telling us to do and making the most out of it. So.
What's that like, especially April and in the end of March? You probably had gigs set up, and there's just no way they could have it. And you go from doing something every Friday, Saturday night, maybe more nights a week, to doing nothing. What's it like for an artist?
Well, I mean, as an artist, the whole point is you got to be creative.
Right.
And so when things get thrown at you, how creative can you get? And so a lot of people have been, turning to Facebook and Instagram and things like that. I've done a little bit of that, and I've done a lot of writing in this time, and just anything I can do to utilize my time wisely. So when things open back up, I'll be ready to roll. I've been,
Well, we're going to hear two of his original songs tonight. And if you want to know more about Luke Hupp, get on your Facebook and just type in Luke Hupp. It's an easy name to understand and spell, Lukehupp, and you'll see him on Facebook. Now's the time to give you a follow. You can see where you're going because you're on your way up, and we're going to learn more about those originals coming up.
Absolutely, yeah. Stick
Ladies
around.
and gentlemen, Luke Hupp on News Channel Nebraska.
So we've had a lot of time on our hands lately, and one of the things I've also been doing besides playing the guitar is getting a lot of fishing in. So here's a little tune about that. Woke up at dawn just to get out on the water. Weatherman said hot and getting hotter, but he didn't say nothing about it raining like hell. You know, a bad day of fishing beats a good day of anything else. Well, we should all go to work. I mean, everybody does. Instead of sitting out here the middle of nowhere working on a pretty good buzz. I guess you could say, hell yeah, we took a licking. Tonight's fish fry is gonna taste like chicken. We did just fine, but do say so myself. You know, a bad day of fishing beats a good day of anything else. Well, we should all go to work. I mean, everybody does. Instead of sitting out here in the middle of nowhere working on a pretty good buzz. I guess you could say, hell yeah, we took a licking. Tonight's fish fry is gonna taste like chicken. We did just fine, but do say so myself. You know, a bad day of fishing beats a good day of anything else. Alrighty. Alright, so this next one is for all you good-hearted women out there that are tuning in tonight. Well, a long time's forgotten the dreams that just fell by the way. Good life he promised ain't what she's living today. Well, she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done, Lord. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good timing man. She don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. A good-hearted woman loving a good timing man. He loves the nightlife, the bright lights, good time and friends. And when the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Good-hearted woman, loving a good timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good timing man. No, she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. Good-hearted woman, loving a good timing man. All right, that was little Waylon Jennings for y'all. Hope y'all appreciated that. He's definitely a hero of mine for sure. This next guy, you might recognize him. He's another hero for sure. Well, I hear the train a-coming, rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since don't know when. Stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Well, I hear that lonesome whistle long down to San Antone. Well, when I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, you'll always be a good boy. Don't you ever play with no guns. Shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, well, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. Well, they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep on moving on, and that's what tortures me. Long get a rhythm when you get the blues. Come on, get a rhythm when you get the blues. I'll get a tapping toe feeling in your bone. Get on right and get gone. Get a rhythm when you get the blues. A little shoe shiner boy said he can't slow down. He got the dirtiest job in town, bending low on a windy street, a dirty corner of a dirty street. He said, I asked him why he shine my shoe, how do you keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised that little hair, popped the shoe shiner rag, and then he said, get a rhythm when you get the blues. Come on, get the rhythm when you get the blues. Or get a tapping toe feeling in your bone. Get on right and get gone. Get a rhythm when you get the blues. All right. All right, so we're going to do an original for you, as Mike was saying a little bit earlier. We just released an EP not too long ago. It's fresh off the press, as they like to say. But this is a song. It's an older tune, but it's an authentic one. We've gotten some good feedback from it, so we're gonna play it for y'all. And if you like it, definitely tune in to Spotify or Apple or whatever you got, and turn it up. So this one's called "The Run." It was the first time, hope it's the last time. Well, I ain't never seen something so fine. Well, it was gonna be a good night with some friends of mine that I ain't seen in a long time. It turned out to be a good night. When I saw your face, I woke up in the morning with no mistakes. And now I got a long, hard drive back to Kansas City. The thought of you is keeping me busy. Saw you drinking that Corona. I said you're too pretty for Oklahoma. And I know it's only just begun.
if it don't work out. In the end, you're worth the run. Well, I've seen some things, been around a time or two. Well, I've made my mistakes, well, and I've acted a fool. You can ask all my friends, they'll say I'm a rebel bound, and I'll be the last one to ever settle down. But when I saw those eyes, don't you know it took a toll, finding the angel to this wild soul. And now I got a long haul drive back to Kansas City. The thought of you is keeping me busy. Saw you drinking that Corona. I said you're too pretty for Oklahoma, and I know it's only just begun. But even if it don't work out, in the end, you're worth the run. You're worth the run. Well, I know what's right, I know what's wrong. I know I hate being gone. Well, I just had to write this song. And now I got a long haul drive back to Kansas City. The thought of you is keeping me busy. Saw you drinking that Corona. I said you're too pretty for Oklahoma, and I know it's only just begun. Well, I'm telling you right now, my waiting's done. So pack it on up, girl, and get ready to run. Alrighty, and so that one is on the EP as well. So like I said earlier, if you want to go check it out on Spotify and everything else, feel free to do so. We're gonna do some Seeger for you guys. On a lone and lonesome highway, east of Omaha, hear the engine rumbling, loud as one lost song. Think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. Well, your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. You're riding 16 hours, nothing much to do, and you don't feel much like riding, just wish the trip was through. Here I am on the road again. Here I am up on stage. Here I go, playing a star again. And there I go, turn the page. Will you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road? Feel the eyes upon you, she's shaking off the cold. Sweat pours out your body, you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talking, other times you can. The same old cliche, is that a woman or a man? You'll always see my number, you don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. Here I am, love on go to turn the page. Later in the evening, she'll lie awake in bed. The echo from the amplifier ringing in your head. You smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am, along the road again. Here I am, love on stage. Here I go, playing a star again. There I go, turn the page.
Luke Hupp on your television tonight, making friends with all of our viewers. We are getting some Facebook questions. One of the questions is he single?
Oh, goodness.
And I was like, well, I suppose there's only one way to find out about that.
You know, I am very focused on my future and kind of doing my own thing. And there's a lot that goes into the day-to-day, and I'm just trying to make the most out of each one of them.
You should get into politics.
So.
That's my business. Oh, gosh, you're doing a great job. Rising country star, born and raised in Kansas, got a lot of family in Nebraska. Anybody, in my opinion, that ends up on a D1 football team has grit, determination, and resilience, because that's not an easy thing to do.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And so you couldn't pick any harder obstacles in life. Like you get on the Oklahoma State football team, fullback, right?
Yep.
And then you pick a career in the music business. Like, why don't you go in for like brain surgery next or something like that? It's a tough business, these things.
They're all tough, but you know, if anything worth having in life is tough, and so you know, I think as long as you realize that and you're willing to sacrifice some things, success in some fashion will be in your corner. So I've just been really fortunate.
Now your grandpa Bob Hupp, he's going to be up here in a second, and I've been getting some intel on him. He was quite a football player in his day.
Oh, yeah.
He was a speed demon in track, you know.
Yeah.
And who wins now? You versus Grandpa, head to head. How does that go?
I think he does. I think he does.
He probably does. Do you get that? Where does the athletic blood come in the family?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of spread out, you know, miscellaneously, just kind of all over. As far as I know, everyone in my family in some fashion played some kind of sport. Maybe not at the collegiate level, but they all played in high school, and it's just we're all competitive at heart. So that's definitely has a lot to do with it for sure.
So I'm gonna demonstrate later tonight how the athletic bloodline works for you. Yeah, I've done some research, and we're gonna talk about that.
Look out!
Hey, it's 8:58. Let's do Mike's mailbag real quick, because Bob Hupp is going to be joining his grandson Luke Hupp up here, who is a rising country star and doing a great job in quarantine tonight. We love your letters. You can send them to us the last couple of weeks, and we want to read them for you. This is the latest from the mailbag, and we get them from all over the state. This comes from Diane. She's in Norfolk, and she's a Lynn Dvorak fan. She likes country, the Prodigal Sons. I've enjoyed him since he wasn't old enough to be in the bars, says that about Lynn Dvorak. And his dad had to be with him so he could play. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Diane from Norfolk. All right, Donna from West Point. She likes the variety on NCN. Certainly is a bright spot in the day with so many reruns on TV. Favorites are the polka bands. Keep them coming. Lynn Dvorak gets a second shout out here, playing his special organ. She likes Father Mishk, Father Joe, who grew up less than 2 miles from her family near Platt Center. And she says the Mass gives me a reason to get up each morning. She thanks the sponsor for this public gift to share Mass. Thank you, Donna from West Point. Also here we have Virginia and Keith. They're in their 90s, so due to their age, they're staying at home, reside outside of Randolph. myself have seen many changes during their 13 years of marriage and have made many adjustments. They love polka country music, but like any music, so good to have a Nebraska station, and it is our go-to station. We are glad to get local news and weather. Now, send us a letter and you tell us not to read it on the air. That's on us. We will not do that. But if you don't mind, we'd love to share your thoughts with our viewers. We'll be right back with more Luke Hupp coming up on NCN. We're back on Quarantine Tonight. I'm your host, Mike Flood. Tonight, very fortunate to have Luke Hupp, who is an up-and-coming country artist. Does a little bit of everything, not just country, but in a moment, he's going to be joined by a special guest. And so, Luke, it's all yours. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
All right, so we're going to kick off this next set here. If you get the chance, come out to a live show, and we'll have a lot of fun. And one of the songs I always get requests for is a little Shania Twain. And up until this last Valentine's Day, I never did any Shania Twain, but I figured there'd be no better time to break that stuff out than on Valentine's Day. So I wrote a different rendition to her song, Any Man of Mine, and switched some words around, and we got Any Girl of Mine. So it goes like this here. Well, any girl of mine better be proud of me. Rough around the edges, still gonna love me. Hang out at the bar with the boys, that's fine, 'cause it's all on her dime. Well, any girl of mine, she can ride shotgun, she can shoot it, she can drink it, she's a different kind of fun. Holds her own at some flip cup, when I leave the lid down, she better flip it back up. When it's game day at the tailgate, you're gonna hear me cheer, yeah. Yeah, yeah, pass me that beer. Well, any girl of mine better walk that line. I'm gonna show her a tease and squeezing, a two-step in time. We need a girl who knows how the story goes. Well, it's gonna be a summertime feeling, hearing me singing about the perfect 9.9. Well, any girl of mine, well, any girl of mine, I'll hold that door, but I ain't gonna wait for you at the store. Better give me one hall pass, Margot Ruby, I like it like that. And when it's game day at the tailgate, you're gonna hear me cheer, yeah, 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 pass me that beer. Well, any girl of mine better walk that line. I'm gonna show her a tease and squeezing, a two-step in time. We need a girl who knows how the story goes. Well, it's gonna be a summertime feeling, hearing me singing about the perfect 9.9. Any girl of mine. Well, any girl of mine better walk that line. Gonna show her a tease and squeeze, two-step in time. Need a girl who knows how the story goes. Well, it's gonna be a summertime feeling, hearing me singing about the perfect 9.9. Well, any girl of mine. Any girl of mine. Hope y'all had fun with that one. I definitely had a lot of fun writing it. All right, we're going to switch gears here a little bit. This one goes out to another hero of mine by the name of Tom Petty. She grew up in an Indiana town, and a good-looking mama who never was around. Grew up tall and she grew up right with the Indiana boys on the Indiana nights. Well, she moved down here the age of 18. Blew them boys away, it was more than they've seen. I was introduced and we both started grooving. Said, thank you, baby, but I gotta keep moving on. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. Life feels summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Well, I don't know, but I've been told you never slow down, you never grow old. Tired of screwing up, tired of going down, tired of myself and tired of this town. Oh my, oh hell yeah, honey put on that party dress. Too cold to cry when I woke up alone. Hit the last number and walked to the road. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. Life is summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Well, there's a pigeon sound on the marquee square. She's standing in her underwear, looking down from a hotel room. Nightfall will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yeah, honey put on that party dress. Buy me a drink and sing me a song. Take me as I come, 'cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. Life is summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Alrighty, a little petty for you. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Here's a little ditty for you. Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie gonna be a football star, Diane making her debut in the back of Jackie's car. Sucking on chili dog outside the Taste of Freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got a hand between his knees. Jackie says, hey Diane, let's run off behind the shady tree. Dribble off them baby blues, let me do what I please. Jackie said, now, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Jackie sits back, scratches it for a moment, then he does his best James Dean. Jackie says, hey Diane, wanna run off to the city? Diane says, baby, you ain't missing nothing. Jackie said, now, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of of living is gone. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Walk on now. Let it rock, let it roll, let the Bible belt come free your soul. Hold on 16 as long as you can. Changes come around real soon, make us women and men. Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids doing the best they can. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're going to turn it up just a little bit for you. We are going to bring up my grandpa. You guys probably know him as Bob Tunda Hupp. There we go.
Oh, man, Luke. Tell you, you're raising Hupp tonight.
I tell you, we're raising them Hupp, baby. We're raising them Hupp. So it's definitely a tradition in my family to bust out the guitar, maybe even a keyboard or two, and raise a little bit on a Friday night. So that's what we're going to do for y'all. And again, we appreciate you guys letting us come into your homes, and we're going to tell you a little bit about our tradition here. Country and music singers have always been a real close family. Lately, some of my kinfolk have disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I kinda changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke a family tradition. Y'all wanna know why do you drink? And why do you roll smoke? And why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, will everybody make my prediction? Well, if I get drunk and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Well, I am very proud. I love my grandpa's name.
Oh, that boy, Luke.
Although his kind of music, Lord, and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned, sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Y'all wanna know why do you drink?
To get drunk, Luke.
Why do you roll smoke?
To get stoned, I
And why must you live out all them rock and roll songs you wrote? Over and over, well, everybody making my prediction. Well, if I get drunk and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Tell them about it, Grandpa.
Okay, Luke. Well, I have loved the ladies, and I have loved Jim Beam, and they both tried to kill me back in 1973. And when that doctor asked me, Grandpa, how you getting this condition? I said, hey, Sawbones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition.
You wanna know why do you drink?
I said to get drunk a little.
Why do you roll smoke?
Oh, to get stoned, I
And
think.
why must you live out all them rock and roll songs you wrote? Lift way down and a honky tonk, and some freak tries to give you some friction. Well, just tell them that we're carrying on an old family tradition. They want to know at home now. Why do you drink?
Get drunk a little.
And why do you roll smoke?
Do I gotta tell you everything?
Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, well, everybody making my prediction. When tradition.
Oh, Luke. You got him going, bud.
That's right, yeah.
You're raising Hupp, you're Huppatizing them tonight.
That's right. That's what we're doing. So way back when I picked up a guitar for the first time, didn't know a lick really, and we were visiting for Thanksgiving, I think it was. We were getting ready to leave, and Grandpa comes in and he goes, "Hey, what are you picking on?" And I said, "Nothing," because that's all I knew. And he taught me this little lick right here. It goes. And then he goes, "Now bring it down a little bit and start playing this." And then he goes, "Now, once you learn that, come upstairs and we're going to play something on the piano."
Then we'll really do something.
And we've come a long ways since then, so we're gonna play a song that he taught me way back when, but we're gonna try to make it a little bit more difficult.
Let's do it. Luke, I bet you can't play that guitar behind your head. Grandpa could do that years ago till back surgeries, and I got fat
right.
and I had to quit.
Down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans, back up in the wood among the evergreens. Lived a long cabin made of earth and wood. Stood a country boy named Johnny B. Good. Never ever learned to read or write so well. Could play the guitar like a ringing bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Oh, Johnny B. Good.
Don't hurt yourself, Luke.
He used to carry his guitar and a gun in his sack up beneath the wood on the railroad track. Many people come from miles around just to hear the guitar sound. People passing by will stop and say, my, that country boy can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. Well, his mama told him one day he'll be a man. You will be the leader of a big old band. Many people come from miles around just to hear the guitar sound. Maybe one day you'll see it light. Johnny be good tonight. I said go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Oh, Johnny be good. Let's go one time.
Tell him, Luke.
Well, I think all of our rowdy friends are tuned in tonight. I think they're here by now.
Are they here?
Where the rowdy friends at? I got ketchup on my blue jeans, I just burned my hand. Lord, it's hard to be a bachelor man. Girls that can cook and girls that can clean, girls that can do anything in between. Gotta get ready, make everything right, 'cause all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Well, my party pad is out in the wood, long, long way from here to Hollywood. I got some natural queens out on the floor. Oh, Miss Nebraska just walked through the door. Little whirlpool that was made to spin. You can jump out and you can jump in. Do anything that you want to do. Oh, don't you step on my cowboy boots. Do you want to drink? Do you want to party? This is old Lou Robert up, ready to get this thing started. We got a pig in the ground, we got beer on ice, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. We got a pig in the ground, we got beer on ice, and all my Nebraska friends are coming over tonight.
Wow, it's like the Hupp family tradition is here tonight. Look at this. We've got Luke Hupp, we've got Bob Hupp, Pretty amazing, and I can only imagine there's a lot of people that are really enjoying this. We should mention one of the ways that we're connected to you as News Channel Nebraska is that one of our longtime and great teammates, Allie Fookman, is marrying into the Hupp dynasty.
Oh boy.
That's right. And
And that's your cousin. Our friend Allie is marrying your cousin, right?
Yep, Chris Hupp. Yep, and
That'll be a chemical explosion.
it's going
somewhere.
That is a chemical
well,
explosion.
it's the ultimate duo, is what it is.
Yeah,
It
is.
really is.
And you're going to be seeing them later tonight.
Yeah. We'll be hanging out.
Allie
You know-
started blowing up balloons for the radio station when she was 12.
She was
and
full
she's
of air.
been with us. Yeah, she was full of air. And she was you coached golf, and you were her coach.
Yep, state champions.
This is all coming together for me now.
Yeah.
This is all
well,
coming to everything.
She's a perfectionist,
And they're getting married, and you're probably up here to help celebrate some of that.
We're going to do some celebrating for sure.
And,
gotta
and,
sit-
and you know what, Mike? I also
They're going to let you two guys sing at the wedding, are they?
I also taught Luke about I set him down one day because his dad didn't do it. I said, Luke, I'm going to tell you about the birds and the bees. He said, good.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, when you're through telling about the birds and the bees, I'm going to tell you about Grandma and the butcher.
You know,
The butcher.
if I was attending a wedding where Bob and you were singing in the wedding, that'd be a pretty fun time.
That would be
Oh, it
good.
would be fun. I mean,
I don't think
We could
I'd
do it.
trust a thing coming out of Grandpa's mouth though, walking down the aisle.
no.
We could do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We haven't gotten the okay on that one yet.
One of our very loyal viewers, Eileen Hoskinson, let us know that she thinks you're doing a great job and she really likes your dimples.
Awesome. Thank you, Eileen. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Eileen's a friend for life there. All right, 9:26 is our time. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll check the weather here in just a second, and then we'll come back, and we've got time for more. You're
All right.
watching Luke
Awesome.
Hupp with his grandpa, Bob Hupp, on News Channel Nebraska. Here's a look at our AccuWeather forecast. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I've been interested in this from the time I heard about Luke. You know, he's a great performer. He's been putting a great show on Quarantine Tonight. And the interesting tidbit here is that he worked his way into the Oklahoma State football team, played as a fullback, walk-on at Oklahoma State in Stillwater, which he would say is also a music town in addition to a football town.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Well, you know, one of the greatest musicians of all time came out of Stillwater, and Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
So it definitely it has its history for sure.
Tell me about playing football at Oklahoma State. You're in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
Yeah.
grew up probably in more of a Cornhusker house, living in Kansas.
Yeah.
And your dad from Nebraska.
Yeah.
What's it like playing football at that level?
Well, it was just a great experience, and I'd say, you know, the biggest blessing that I was able to consume in my time there was, you know, football is all, you know, it's a game of inches and seconds.
Yeah.
And so if you can correlate that with whatever it is you're trying to do in your day-to-day and really utilize it the best you can, you know, just be efficient.
Now, what years were you at Oklahoma State
So
playing?
I was there 15 through 18.
All right. You graduated at 18.
Graduated in 18.
What was your major?
I majored in business communication.
Oh, good.
Yep.
So you got one of those real degrees, and
Yep.
now you're in the world of music, and
Yeah.
that'll make you good. I got to invite my football player up here. So I was telling you, come up here, Brendan. So when I played in high school, and your dad might have been one of the coaches, not on the junior high side, but they used to have a quarter for us. Come on over here, Brendan.
Yeah.
It was the fifth quarter.
Okay.
The rest of the team was on the bus, and they'd let the people that never played all season on the
Yeah,
bus.
yeah.
But see, my grandpa was actually a football star at Notre Dame.
No kidding.
Yeah, he came from Ottumwa, Iowa, and then out of my loins came this guy.
There you go.
He's on his way.
There you
When I
go.
told him to, like his little brother, who's not working tonight, who's usually a trigger figure on the fog
Yeah,
machine.
yeah.
His little brother's got a little music in him, but Brendan, football is his thing.
There
So
you
this
go.
is probably his favorite show tonight. What
There we go.
what would be your advice for someone like this, that wants to play football, lives for football?
Yeah, man. Hey, I was definitely in your shoes, and it's a fun ride. But just just work hard and keep doing your thing, and it'll happen. But you just gotta stick to your day to day and do what you do, man.
How
It'll
he
happen.
came out of my house, I have no idea. But Brendan, yeah, this is the first show that you've got somebody you can talk football with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear
He
that
goes,
voice?
Yeah. He goes, yeah.
That voice is on a wild ride these days. Here,
No, hey, we've
let
all
you-
been there. We've all been there.
Yeah, I'll let you take that. That's but you're more on the line, right?
Yeah.
But you'd like to be the fullback.
I mean, it's fun when I am, so.
He went from that place in football as a third grader where he was running the ball and all that stuff, and then he got big enough that he wasn't allowed to touch the ball.
Yep,
And that
been
wasn't a
there.
good thing for a couple years.
Yeah.
It's not that good.
But he's back to the ball. So, all right. Thank you very much, Brandon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Hupp on Quarantine Tonight.
All right. So, well, we've been talking about the Cowboys a little bit, so let's send this one out to Cowboy Nation here. Well, it's all the same. Only the names have changed and everything lives on wasted away. Love the place where the faces are so cold and you drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse-I ride. Now I want it dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days, and the people I meet will just go our separate ways. Sometimes you tell a day by the bottle that you drank. Sometimes when you're alone, all you do is think. Well, I'm a cowboy on a steel horse-I ride. Now I want it dead or alive, dead or alive. Oh, and I'm a cowboy. I got the night on my side. Now I want it dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive. All right, we're going to do this one here. This one goes out to wherever you're watching from, all y'all's hometowns here. Well, the fire is hot and the beer is cold. Memories are new and the friends are old. Gonna make some memories down an old dirt road tonight. Well, it's been too long, ain't it, baby? Gonna get back to the things that made me. Gonna get wild, gonna get crazy tonight. Well, it's been a long time now, but I'm back with my hometown crown. Well, some learn to walk and some learn to waddle, but I'm living my life heavy metal full throttle. Well, you best go ahead, break out the bottle tonight.
Yes, some are gonna take it and some are gonna break it. Then there are those that'll fake it till they make it. My only plan, shake it by the neon light. Well, it's been a long time now, but I'm back with my hometown crowd. Here we go. Well, it's where you cast that riding reel, a Friday night on a football field, the smell of mama's home-cooked meal. Well, it's where you had your first cruise, where you drank your first booze, memories that you'll never lose. Well, if you know what I'm talking about, then raise them high because you're proud. Well, here's to the hometown crowd. Long here's to the hometown crowd. All right, I hope you all enjoyed that one. That is also on the EP we just released a little while ago, so feel free to check that one out. It's called Hometown Crowd, and it's just about getting back with your people. And so we're definitely with ours tonight, and I'm sure you are as well at home. So.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Luke Hupp. That was one of his originals. Now, you've got another one, Dreamer,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Is that what you're going to do, Dreamer, now?
Yeah, let me get to...
So, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah,
we've got a copy of one of his latest releases. This one says "Pedal Down." If you like what you're hearing tonight, yes, we'll get a little clue in on that. If you like what you're hearing tonight from Luke Hupp, this guy's got Nebraska roots. He's done a great job for us on a Friday night. You want to get your hands on this. A couple ways to do it. The best way is to get on his social media. He's got a Facebook page, and I put his name up on the screen there. You can find him on Facebook by just typing in that easy to understand and simply written name there, Luke Hupp. You can find out more about him. You can go on to everywhere they sell music. Now, I love to say that because as soon as some people hear that in our audience, they're like, okay, tell me where they sell music, because some people, can't find it.
Yeah.
So let's say you don't buy your music on the internet. You want to get a copy of your CD. You want to enjoy your music. They can go to your Facebook page, send you a message.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can also, we're going to make sure some of his music is available at Midwest Music Center in downtown Norfolk. That's going to take us a day or two, but we'll get it over there. And if they want to send you a message or something like that, I also see an email here. Am I okay to give that out?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I bet that was your football number, wasn't it?
Actually, it was my high school number, yeah.
Okay. Luke, it's just hupp33@gmail.com. We'll make a little sign for your TV screen, and you can send him an email. You can also send him a note and ask him about his dimples. It's Hupp, Hupp 33@gmail.com, and he's not going to leave past Nebraska's state line without a fiance. Oh, look at that. They already got it up there. They already got it up there. Hupp33@gmail.com.
There you go.
Don't waste your time with those Kansas and Oklahoma women. You've got to stick with the Nebraskans.
Well, the Midwest for sure. We'll keep it at that.
Plus, once you get them here, they're okay with the state income tax. You don't have to worry about these other states. You just
There you
park.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Luke Hupp. His brand new music. It's called Dreamer. You're watching News Channel Nebraska Quarantine tonight. We've got more show to go, including a patriotic song on the way.
That's right. So this one's called Dreamer, and this is another one that we've got some pretty good feedback on, and it's available as well on all music platforms. So y'all be sure to check it out. It goes like this right here. Well, Times are tough and life is hard staying on your feet. I ain't got no money, ain't got no love, so I gotta dig deep. You come a long way from yesterday, still in the dark. Past another year, my dear, and all I need is a spark. Well, I know Mama's praying, and I know it's a fight. Sometimes it takes a bleeder, and this one is for the dreamer. Well, troubled times and a peace of mind, they don't mix. That a restless wind that does you in, well, it can't be fixed. Losing sleep and taking heat, but I won't get rattled. So take another shot, there goes the cowboy on his saddle. Well, I know Mama's praying, and I know I'm down and out. But sometimes it takes a redeemer, and this one is for the dreamer. Lone wolf at the bottom of the hill, staying hungry to get his fill, pouring hard with a heavy hand. Well, it's a long, hard ride to the top for a rambling man. Well, I know Mama's praying, and I know it's a risk. But sometimes it takes the seeker, and this one is for the dreamer. All right, I hope you all enjoyed that. And again, that's available on all music platforms, so be sure to check that out. Also, if you guys aren't busy tomorrow night, if you guys enjoyed the little show here that my grandpa put on, he will be going live on his Facebook tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So be sure to tune into him. It's just BOBHUPP. And he'll be a rocking in his basement. So be sure to tune in. It's always a good time. I'm gonna switch gears here and switch up 6 strings real quick, if y'all don't mind. Alrighty, so this next song, we did a Facebook Live show right when all of this COVID stuff was really hitting home, and at the time, you know, me amongst many other artists had never done a live show like that on Facebook before, like a whole set. So before I went on, I was sitting there and I was wondering, you know, what would be a good song to sing, and so I took a Stillwater Natives old tune. I'm sure you guys have heard it before. You'll recognize it when we starts playing, but took a tune and I kind of definitely rewrote the entire script and made it just about what's going on. And first and foremost, you know, if you're a nurse or a doctor or anyone that's on the front line of this thing, thoughts and prayers are definitely out to you guys. But it also got me thinking, what we have at home, because there's so many people that are going stir crazy in their house. And one thing that I wanted to touch base on is we have freedom at home, and that's one thing that can't be taken away from us. And anyway, so this is a song that I wrote a little bit ago. But anyways, it's called "Freedom Is What We Have at Home." It goes like this here. This old lockdown's getting longer. Seems there ain't no wind inside. Know that I'm blessed, need to worry a little less. So I'm drinking this Busch Light. FaceTime my friends, they all answer. For the last few weeks, they've all been home. I hope you see COVID-19. Well, it won't last for long. On the stars and stripes we honor, the flag that we all know. Freedom is what we have at home. Sit back and watch some cable, bust out the old Zepco. Well, freedom is what we have at home. Well, shopping's getting tougher. There ain't nothing on the shelf. Working odd jobs to pay the bills, getting good at Netflix and chill. All I got's my dog and myself. Well, the stars and stripes we honor, the flag that we all know. Freedom is what we have at home. Sit back and watch some cable, bust out the old Zepco. Well, freedom is what we have at home. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. This is for all y'all tuning in from wherever you're from. I'm talking Tennessee, oh hillbilly, what's up beyond New York City? California, oh P. Diddy tonight. Well, everybody's Texas strong. Carolinas, won't you tie one on? 'Cause this old boy is ready tonight. What's up, Virginia Hokies? Hey, y'all, Hokie from Muskogees. Colorado, will have a talk on me. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, tell your mama and them it's a lockdown throwdown from me to you. Iowa, Alaska, and the Dakotas, shine some light on Minnesota, Arizona, Nebraska. Go Big Red. Raise a Corona tonight. Well, Indiana, Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, yeah, it's all the same. We're all going through this lockdown pain. Pig Suey, Arkansas, Waterfall, Illinois and Michigan having a ball. Kentucky providing the bourbon tall, all right. Well, I'm a little bit hippie. What's up, Mississippi? I'm coming from the outskirts of Kansas City. Come on, y'all, sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. Well, the stars and stripes we honor, the flag that we all know. Freedom is what we have at home. You sit back and watch some cable, bust out that old Zepco. 'Cause freedom is what we have at home. Law, freedom is what we have at home. right, I hope y'all enjoyed that one there. We got a request for one of our listeners. They said, "Can you do any Charlie Daniels?" So we can bust some out for you. No, people say I ain't no good, but crazy as a loon. I used to get stoned every morning, still like drinking in the afternoon. Kinda like my old blue tick hound, lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but I damn sure got it made. Well, I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. You don't like the way I'm living, why don't you leave this long weird country boy alone? Preacher man talking on TV, putting down my rock and roll. Wants me to send a donation, worried about my soul. When Jesus walked on water, well, I believe that's true. Sometimes I think that preacher man like I do a little walking too. Well, I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. You don't like the way I'm living, why don't you leave this long-haired Kansas boy alone? Poor girl wants to marry, a rich girl wants to flirt. A rich man goes to college, a poor man goes to work. A drunkard wants another drink of wine, and a politician wants to vote. But I don't want much of nothing at all, but I will take another toke. But I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. You don't like the way I'm living, why don't you leave this long-haired country boy alone? Well, I want to thank all of you for tuning in to Quarantine Tonight from your homes.
Wow. Good job, good job, good job. That's Luke Hupp. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. We should just have you sing the ins and outs of Quarantine Nebraska. It's a low-budget show. We're in an undisclosed location, and we could use a little bit more spicing up. So you've done a nice job tonight. A great Friday night show.
Thank you guys for having me.
Entertaining everybody. Let's put his name up there, and you can find him on Facebook, any social media platform. He's got them all. Doesn't matter which one. But you want to keep an eye on this guy. You want to buy his music. You can get it at all places the music is sold.
Yep.
And he's got the name that is easy to understand with a grandpa and a grandma and all sorts of family across the great state of Nebraska. And I'm sure they're watching you in Lincoln and they're watching you in northeast Nebraska. So keep an eye on this guy. Maybe we'll have him back, and we appreciate everything he's done for us tonight. You're watching Quarantine Tonight. Reminder, send us a letter if you want to let us know what you think should be on this show. We're still winging it. It's a month and a half in, and I thought we'd be done after 3 weeks. So here we are. We're still going with Quarantine Tonight, thanks to the support we get from so many people watching. Good news, the governor has released the restrictions on places like Madison County. That means haircuts next week. Details right now in news. It's 10 o'clock. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.